Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Silverware Cam here. Now let me first say that this is probably the worst video I will ever make. Because it's really a Farbie way of sleeping at a Silverware reenactment. But it's not something that I do. It's actually I prefer most people not to. Me myself, I'm good with just sleeping on a gum blanket on the ground. With just like maybe 2 blankets is fine, but this is like a really Farbie way. But if you have a back injury or anything that allows you like not to sleep on the ground for a certain reason, I know some of our events are about 3 hours away, so it wouldn't make sense to go up there for one day, come back home, sleep, and then get up early the next morning and go out. So especially for Saturday and Sunday, so that just wouldn't make sense. So I'm doing a video on what you can do if you have something like that, which most of you probably don't, but just want to show you what you could do. It's not realistic, but yeah. So this is just a cot here. I'll stand back. It's pretty decent sized, as you can see. This is how I would do it if I did it. If I slept on a cot, which I don't. I just have one because my mom, we sometimes go camping, so I have a cot. My whole family does. So I have a cot, but I don't use it for Silverware. I just sleep on my gum blanket. But this is what I do. It's a pretty big one. It's the biggest one you can get at like Big 5, which is where we got our camping supplies. So let's start off with the blankets. You want a big blanket to go over everything. As you can see here, it's pretty much gone over everything, and it even has some at the end. Probably could pull it down more. You could put stuff under there if you wanted to, like your gun or whatever other Farbie stuff I guess you have, which I don't recommend. You should do Silverware reenacting legit. Otherwise, you're just dressing up and going out there and shooting, and then you're not doing it legit. So I don't recommend this unless you have a problem. Like I said, all I do is I just take the top blanket. All I do is just take the top blanket and this when I go to reenactment, and I have one tomorrow, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take that and the top blanket and just go. That's just the way I am. Probably don't have to have any Farbie stuff at all, which I try not to do. Except for like my underwear and socks, because I haven't gotten socks or drawers yet. But yeah, I'd prefer not to do anything Farbie. Oh, and also my gun case. But yeah. So not gonna do any Farbie stuff. But like I said, I've talked for 3 minutes on how this isn't what I do. This is what people should do if they have a problem, if they're older. Yeah. So basically, I have this top blanket, which is like a thin, kind of thin. You see that? Pretty thin. But it keeps you warm, and it covers your thing, so you keep the body heat. And then I have my Mexican-American War kind of blanket, which is really thick, keeps the heat in, along with a sleeping bag. Yes, I know it's Farbie, but again, this is for people that you wouldn't be able to do reenactments anymore. And, we'd prefer people to probably, do the reenactments, come out and try. Because, if you're 70, I know a guy who's 70 years old and just had hip surgery and still comes out and, sleeps over on a cot. Which, isn't that big of a deal in California, but, I'm still trying to keep the spirit of a common soldier of the day. So, yeah, sleeping bag. And then a sheet that goes over the actual cot. You can see there's the cot. Really nice, really big. To be honest, I will probably test this out, but I won't bring it to a reinvent. I'll probably just try it out right now. But yeah, and this one, Mexican-American one, goes down to there, and then this one covers. Now I don't know if you could do this as an officer, not when you're campaigning, but I haven't looked into it. I haven't done my research for that part. Yep. I don't know if you could do this as an officer in a wall tent where there's walls and a chimney. Probably could and get away with it, but again, unrealistic. especially with that, you could probably make a mattress or something. I think what they did is they had like a sheet, and they put hay in it on top of like this frame. I believe is what they did. So yeah, so that's what we got. And then, just for looks, if anyone walks into your tent or whatever, you have a pipe if you want, and a book just laying on there. Generally, if this was my tent, I guess I'll do a special video. Yes, I have a trunk, but I don't bring it. This is just for storing my stuff. I have to get up here. Get this out. If you're portraying an officer, I guess. This is like I'm pretty sure it's incorrect. But, you could have this sitting here, just like, wait. So, just like this. So, this would be your tent. So, imagine I'm opening the doors. This part, all you can see is that, so you think it's like a normal bed. You walk in, you have your book, your pipe, then you walk over here and you have a chair with, a messed up gun blanket, and you sit down and you're in your tent and you're having a good time. Not really. Well, anyways, so this was really stupid, but, I just wanted to make this. I wanted to kind of test it out was my point. But, yeah, don't do this. Really don't. It's not worth it because you don't get the experience. It's not like a real soldier, so do what I do, and what most people do is just go with what they had because it's more realistic. Otherwise, you're really not reenacting. I don't know what you're reenacting if you do this. Like ghetto Civil War. It's actually not ghetto because the thing cost money to get, but I guess, yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think I'm just gonna stop. So, yeah. I really don't have any more video ideas. If you guys have any questions about my gear, I know you guys are, like, really good with this, especially 97 Yankee board, but you have any questions about what I have, what I have to sell, ask me if I have anything to sell. That'd be great, because I have some stuff that I can think of right now. But, yeah. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.